I've been trapped in this twisted romance novel for 3 years straight. Ethan Carter has tormented, humiliated, and crushed me 99 times, but my mission progress is stuck at 99.999%, so I finally made up my mind. I'm done acting. I'm letting it all go. Time to go completely off the rails. At the charity gala, Chloe, the white moonlight Ethan's been pining for, the woman who suddenly returned from the dead after years, accused me of stealing her family's diamond necklace. Same old trick. I was so over it. This time, instead of desperately defending myself like before, I just stood in front of everyone in the banquet hall, unzipped my designer dress, and let it fall to the ground. Go ahead, search me. I stood there, exposed. Check every inch if you want. Ethan froze like he'd been struck by lightning. His cool facade shattered, and he rushed over, frantically wrapping his suit jacket around me, his hands trembling. Chloe stood off to the side, eyes rimmed red, tears ready to be weaponized. Ethan whipped his head toward me, his expression icy. Quit this miserable act, Mia. If you pull another stunt, I'll throw you off the balcony myself. I didn't pause for a second. Spinning around, I shouted as I dashed toward the terrace. Great idea. Saves you the trouble. I swung one leg over the marble railing. Ethan turned pale, lunged, and pinned me down like he was holding onto something wild and beyond his understanding. That night, Chloe was a little under the weather. Without waiting for orders, I spent all night calling every top surgeon across 3 states. Early the next morning, I was standing in the hospital corridor, sounding eerily calm. Doctor, I'm here to donate a kidney. When can we start the surgery? The specialist adjusted his glasses, looking at me like I was insane. Miss, the patient just has a regular cold, a mild viral infection. No transplant needed. I stood there, genuinely crushed. Oh, just a cold? Are you sure? What about her liver? Or maybe a cornea? She's got to need something, right? Behind me, Ethan's shadow loomed. He grabbed my wrist, hard enough to nearly break bone. Mia Carter, have you finally lost your mind? I turned, meeting his gaze with all seriousness. I mean it, Ethan. Whatever she needs, I'll give. Maybe not today, but someday, right? Isn't that your plan these past 3 years? Dismantle me piece by piece, hand everything over to her? Ethan's chest heaved with rage, barely keeping it together. Chloe lay on her pillows, looking fragile and pitiful. It's all my fault, Ethan. If I wasn't so delicate, Mia wouldn't be like this. It's not your fault. Ethan's voice softened instantly. Then, staring at me, his eyes turned sharp and cold. What are you pulling now? You think acting like a martyr will make me pity you? Let me make it clear. I will never love you. I looked at him, but my mind slipped back to the real world. I'm just an intruder. A system yanked me out of reality and dumped me into this trauma romance collection. The deal was simple. Push the heartbreak meter to 100% and I'll get $20 million. More important, my mom, who's in the final stages of lung cancer, will be cured. So for 3 years, I obediently played the tragic wife. But after all that time in hell, the progress bar never moves past 99.999%. That last 0.001% is harder to get than winning the lottery. I'm exhausted. It feels like my soul is ground to dust. Ethan glared at me, delivering his final warning. Mia, if you don't behave, you'll regret ever coming into this world. Suddenly, a pure, wild joy surged inside me. Here it comes, the peak of pain. I grabbed his hand, tears streaming instantly. Ethan, please, I'm not acting. Tell me what I did wrong. It's been 3 years. I've given you everything. Why can't you love me? He scoffed, yanking his hand away like I'd burned him. You think you deserve to be compared with Chloe? Know your place. I wiped my face, nodded slowly. I get it. I'm just the stand-in, a joke in your epic love story. Fine, I'll kneel on the stone driveway until you're satisfied. Ethan frowned, confused for a second, but didn't stop me. The driveway was covered in sharp stones. I knelt there for 3 hours. The rocks tore through my pants, cutting into my skin. Then, classic Midwest rain, pouring down in sheets. In seconds I was